Good morning, students. Let us see one question asked in August 2020 exam. In which crystal system age length is not A is not equal to B is not equal to C? That means in which system, crystal system, A is not equal to B, not equal to C is not present. That means in monoclinical you will see A is not equal to B is not equal to C. In orthorhombic you will see A is not equal to B is not equal to C, and in triclinic you will see A is not equal to B is not equal to C. Only in hexagonal system A is equal to B and is not equal to C. So this is the correct answer. What is the question? In which crystal system age length is not A is not equal to B is not equal to C? So in 3 A is not equal to B is not equal to C, but in hexagonal crystal only A is equal to B and is not equal to C. So this is the correct answer. This is asked in August 2020. Next, we will do this unit cells of 4 orthorhombic lattices. Orthorhombic lattices are primitive, that means simple, cubic, and end centered, that means one atom is present at two opposite sides. This is known as end centered, and body centered, that means one atom is present in the center of this cube. And next, face centered, that means at the center of each face there is atom present at this face. So this is known as face centered lattice. Unit cells of 4 orthorhombic lattices, unequal sides. A is not equal to B is not equal to C. Angles between faces all equal to 90 degree. This is the picture of this. Next is unit cells of 2 monoclinic lattices. Monoclinic lattices, that means A is not equal to B is not equal to C. Unequal sides. C, unequal sides of cube. Two faces have angles different to 90 degree. Two faces have angles different to 90 degree. So less than 90 and more than 90. Possible variations are this simple, primitive, and end centered lattice. Next is unit cell of hexagonal lattice. Let us consider one unit cell of hexagonal lattice. One side different in length to the other two. That means A is equal to B but not equal to C. The marked angles on faces are 60 degree. Here angle is 60 degree and opposite angle is also equal to 60 degree. This angle is equal to 120 degree, opposite angles. Next is unit cells of rhombohedral lattice, all sides of equal length. That means A is equal to B is equal to C. Angles on two faces are less than 90 degree. Less than 90 degree. Next is unit cell of triclinic lattice, unequal sides. A is not equal to B is not equal to C. A, B, C are unequal angles. All the three angles are not equal with none equal to 90 degree. They are not equal to 90 degree and these angles are unequal. Okay. Now, number of atoms in a unit cell. Suppose this one is a unit cell, then number of atoms in a unit cell. How many atoms are present in this unit cell? We know that any crystal lattice is made up of very large number of unit cells. There are small unit cells, and this crystal lattice is made up of very large number of unit cells, and every lattice point is occupied by one constituent particle, that means atom, molecule or ion. Let us now work out what portion of each particle belong to a particular unit cell. See what portion of each particle belongs to a particular unit cell. We shall consider three types of cubic unit cells, and for simplicity assume that the constituent particle is an atom. Here is primitive cubic unit cell. So simple cubic unit cell is considered here. Primitive cubic unit cell has atoms only at its corner. We have learned before, each atom at a corner is shared between 8 adjacent unit cells as shown in figure 1.2. Let us see in figure 1.2. In a simple cubic unit cell, each corner atom is shared between 8 unit cells. So here is a lattice and consider this atom. You can see this is first layer, this is second layer, and this is third layer. So these two portions you can see in this lattice. There is an atom present here, and in this level you can see atom is present in 4 parts. First part, second part, third part and fourth part. This is a layer. So 4 parts of this atom are present above and 4 parts are present in next layer, that is lower portion of this layer. Let us understand. Primitive cubic unit cell has atoms only at its corners. Each atom is a corner. Each atom at a corner is shared between 8 adjacent unit cells as shown in figure 1.12. 4 unit cells in the same layer and 4 unit cells of the upper or lower layer. 4 portions of this atom are present in this layer, and 4 parts of this atom are present in lower layer. Therefore, only 1/8 of an atom or molecule or ion actually belongs to a particular unit cell. That means, let us consider this unit cell. Then only 1/8 part of this atom is present in this unit cell. Therefore, only 1/8 of an atom or molecule or ion actually belongs to a particular unit cell. In figure 1.3, a primitive cubic unit cell has been depicted. See figure 1.3. A primitive cubic unit cell, a open structure. You can see here a cubic unit cell. Each small sphere in figure 1.3a represents only the center of the particle. In figure 1.13, a primitive cubic unit cell has been depicted, that means described, in three different ways: A, B and C. Each small sphere, let us see in this primitive, each small sphere in figure 1.13a represents only the center of the particle occupying that position and not its actual size. You can see this is only center of the atom. Here if you consider this atom, then only center of the atom is considered in this structure. Each small sphere in figure 1.13a represents only the center of the particle occupying that position and not its actual size. Such structures are called open structures. Okay, this is called open structure. The arrangement of particles is easier to follow in open structures. In figure 1.13b depicts space filling. This describes a space filling representation of unit cell with actual particle size. Here in B, you can see if a unit cell is considered, that means this is actual size of atoms. One atom is represented by a sphere, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth behind. So this is actual particle size. In 1.13b depicts space filling representation of the unit cell with actual particle size, and in figure 1.13c shows the actual portions of different atoms present in a cubic unit cell. This is a cube and see 1/8 portion is here, 1/8 portion here, and you can see the actual portions of different atoms present in a cubic unit cell. So here are actual portions. In all, since each cubic unit cell has 8 atoms on its corners, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 corners of a cube. In all, since each cubic unit cell has 8 atoms on its corners, the total number of atoms in one unit cell is 8 multiplied by 1/8, because 1/8 part only of an atom is present at one position, and there are total 8 points. So multiplied by 8, there is equal to 1 atom present in one unit cell. Okay. Next is body centered cubic unit cell. A body centered cubic unit cell, that means BCC, has an atom at each of its corners and also one atom at its body center. Here is the figure. Each atom is present at the corners and one is at center. Figure 1.14 depicts, that means explains or describes, A, open structure. This is known as open structure. B, space filling model. Here is space filling model, that means 8 atoms are present at corners and one is present here at center. C, unit cell with portions of atoms actually belonging to it. You can see actual portion, 1/8 portion is present at this present in this lattice, this unit cell. The unit cell with portions of atoms actually belonging to it, it can be seen that the atom at the body center wholly belongs to the unit cell in which it is present. This centered atom, body centered atom, wholly belongs to the unit cell in which it is present. Thus, in a body centered cubic unit cell, 8 corners multiplied by 1 by 8 per corner atom is equal to 1 atom. And second, one body center atom is equal to 1 into 1 is equal to 1 atom. Therefore, total number of atoms present per unit cell is equal to 2 atoms. This is figure 1.14. A body centered cubic unit cell, A, open structure, B, space filling structure, and C, actual portion of the atoms belonging to one unit cell. Okay, that's all. Next we will do in next session. Thank you.